906 review. Let's get into it. I got a bit of a bad vibe as soon as I'm gonna skip ahead to this one little part before I start from the beginning. I got a little bad vibe when we start Charlos ruling over Shirahoshi, and I know there were theories about Kaido getting Shirahoshi because Caribou, because he got captured by Drake, and he probably told Kaido that she's an ancient weapon, so he wouldn't kill him. But I don't think we just saw that panel of him ruling over Shirahoshi for nothing. So I know since he's a celestial dragon, he can get anything. I mean, anything he wants, just people, anything. But since he is royalty, I don't know if he's allowed to get Shirahoshi. Maybe I don't know, but there might be a big conflict with that. Since like he might barge in to the reverie and be like, "I want that big old mermaid," but she's royalty, so I don't think he's allowed to get. I think that's the only exception that he is not allowed to get. If he is, then I'll be very surprised that he'll be allowed to get Shirahoshi. All right, now at the beginning of the chapter, they finally make it up to Mary Joa, and all the merfolk, Sarah Hoshi, follow everyone. They have to switch out their bubbles for these new ones because the regular bubbles they had from down below wouldn't work on top of Mary Jo because I guess the air pressure and the mangrove trees that were the ones that they were using, their atmosphere doesn't reach up that high. I mean, it did, but I guess like any farther, it would just pop and they can't go nowhere. Now they have this. I never been to an airport, but I know like if you stand, it's like this one section where you stand and it just the ground moves on its own. They got one of those there as soon as you get off of the little escalator things. And at first, Shirahoshi was scared of it, and they didn't want to. Well, yeah, I think she was scared of it, and she didn't want to get on it. And besides, she wanted to go see a forest. I guess they had like a forest somewhere. I'm ready to go. So all the Murphy went that way. And then it's revealed right after that the floor, the way it moves, is a bunch of slaves beneath it with these ropes, and they just gotta drag it. And Oda zoomed in on this one dude, and he was like, "Someone, please save me. And if you can't save me, just kill me." So yeah, so the revolutionaries. So that's why they're there. After that, it was just a bunch of character introductions, nothing big happened. Like we see Dalton here. My man Dalton came back with Koreha, and they see Wapple and his wife, and they have they argue a little bit. He was like, "I have the same status as you now. You can't talk down to me." And when he says that he activates his devil fruit, I used to look intimidating. I forget what it was. I mean, I know it's a zone. I mean, like I forget what animal that is. I would say a bull, but it has like tiny horns and that like gigantic horns. So I don't know what type of animal it look at. He kind of looks like that giant cow thing that I forgot the guy's name, but he looked like Sanji in his first wanted poster, and then Sanji like kicked his face around and he looked all beautiful. That giant cow that he rides on, his face looked like that. I don't know. Anyway, they had a little conflict, and Corral was like, "You want to know the secret to my internal youth?" I don't know. I thought she just lived for a long time. I guess it's some sort of different reason why she's able to live. Cause I think she's the oldest character in One Piece that's living right now. Yeah, it's the oldest. And then we finally get to see Rebecca made it, Vivi made it, and we don't get to see Cobra, but Wappo did see Cobra because he was like, "Vivi, I saw your father Cobra. He didn't look like the most healthy man, so he is there, but we didn't get to see him this chapter." And I think Rebecca, yeah, I think it was Rebecca. No, it was Leo. Yeah, Leo was like climbing up him, and what was it? Vivi was saying, "Oh, you're so cute," and he was like, "I'm that. You don't call a warrior cute. I am part of Luffy Lando's thing. I'm part of Luffy Land." And then as soon as he said Luffy, Vivi was like, "Oh, Luffy," and they start talking about it. And Shirahoshi overhears them talking about Luffy. At first, her brother, um, the only brother no name is Fukaboshi. That's the coolest one to me. The other two, well, the one that keeps saying Mambo, I like him, but the long neck one that keeps going Faso Latida, I don't like him. But see, he's like he pulls her aside. And he's like, whoa, we don't know who knows Luffy like we do, so we can't just spout their name and know that, and they can't know that we're friends with him. It's because that he's a pirate. So I had some. I thought I saw something, man. He's a pirate, so that won't be good for our rep as royalty here at Mary Joe's. They don't bring up his name, but she went down and talked to them anyway. They're just talking about Luffy land. I mean Luffy. I said Luffy. They were just talking about Luffy, and what did happen after that? I know Waffle had a wife. They were talking about Luffy land. Yeah, those were all the characters in the direction. I know. Oh yeah, they did say the referee is 7 days. They said this chapter. They said it's gonna start the next chapter. There was no break this week. It's gonna start the next chapter. It was like the referee starts in 1 days, and everyone came around for this 7 day thing. It's gonna have a bunch of food, talking, a gigantic table for everyone to sit at. So that would be good. We didn't see the revolutionaries this chapter. We didn't get to like. I mean, we know where they are. Like, so I was in a night costume, everything, but they didn't like. No more character introduction of the revolutionaries. Nothing that big at all. And then right after that, what? Oh yeah, Doflamingo. We get to see him in his cell. At first, he's like laying down like this, chain with chains all around him, laying down. And he's talking. He was like Magellan. So when is that assassin coming here to kill me? And you only want to kill me, so I won't spout out the secret to Mary Joa. Yeah, yeah. He know like that secret that the 10-year-old Bito know, and I guess they're gonna go ahead and kill him, so he won't say it, like just to joke around. So he won't say it at all, and he's just laughing and laughing and laughing. But at the end of this chapter, uh, I don't really know what's going on. We see this like super tall, really skinny guy or girl, like any somebody with like a crown on their head. They like a safe. They like twist it open. It opens. They're walking down a stairway. They have wanted posters in their hand, and specifically Luffy's in the front of that. He got like a couple others. Either that, I'm guessing that's the rest of the Straw Hats for some reason. And he goes into the room where there's like ice on the walls and stuff. So it's like a gigantic freezer. He goes into or like a really really cold room, or like basically a freezer. He and there's like this gigantic straw hat. Either it's gigantic or that dude is just really small. But it's a gigantic straw hat who they got some ice on it. And it was like, what is I forget what the little text on the egg said. But I don't know what that's going on. I remember I was thinking it was Vegapunk, but when it was opening the door, there's a little text bubble that specifically said in Mary Joa. So I don't think that's Vegapunk because Fujitaro was like before I came here, I saw what the new invention in Junk was that Vegapunk was working on. So he's somewhere else. That stuff. So that can't be Vegapunk. I don't know what that gigantic or small man that is, or why is there like a straw hat anyway? And why did he have like the wanted posters? Cause if it was, cause at first I was thinking, with Vegapunk at first till I reread it and I saw it specifically said Mary Joa in the corner, so that can't be him. And I was thinking about oh yeah, in the last chapter I messed it up. Fujitora specifically said that he made an invention that could be able to abolish the warlord system. So this invention could just take over that. So I was thinking at first a clone, like a cloning system, like the German, like they're cloning the Straw Hats or cloning the other warlords, so they can like fully mind control them, so they won't do nothing bad like Crocodile or Doflamingo did. Like like clone them, so they still got the same strength and everything. But I don't know if it's a clone. He could have just said clone. I get well. I mean, I guess for a surprise, he older didn't want to say it, but I know we've seen cloning before, so I guess he could have just said a clone. It wouldn't be really a surprise if he didn't say clone. And that was the chapter. It wasn't really long. You were really kind of short. I mean, it was long with all the dialogue and stuff. And, before I go, I almost forget this one little thing. We saw Saul again. He was talking to Luffy. He was talking to Leo, the little dwarf thing, and they were like, "What you doing?" Like they were just talking. And he was like, before I cut ties with my country and join Luffy, I'm gonna go to the last reverie, like this one that they had. I'm gonna do this, and right after it's done, that's when I'm gonna cut ties and everything. So I guess he wanted to, do this before he did that. And yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. All right. See you guys later. It was a pretty good chapter. It was long. It wasn't long. I mean, the only reason it was really long was because there was so much dialogue and text in it, and it actually had to read. But like, if it wasn't like that much dialogue and text, I think it would have been like a fairly short chapter. Yeah, it would have been fairly short. But all right, see you guys later.